Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Please join me. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Shabbat Shalom. And whether you are here with us this evening in this sacred space or joining us from elsewhere through the gift of technology, we're happy to have you praying with us this evening. As we gather for our Kabbalat Shabbat service, we celebrate the unique bond that unites us across physical distances, a bond rooted in our shared traditions and enduring faith. This evening, as we reflect on Parashat Bo, we find a pivotal moment in our Jewish narrative, the final plagues and the impending exodus from the land of Egypt. The Parsha reveals the determination and faith of our ancestors as captured in the Torah's words, "One more plague I will bring upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards, he will let you go from here." This passage speaks to the resilience and steadfast spirit our people have shown throughout history. As we light our Shabbat candles, let their flame serve as a beacon of hope and freedom, reminiscent of the light our tradition tells us guided our ancestors towards liberation. May the warmth of this light inspire us to continue their legacy of courage and faith in the face of pain and desperation. And you'll find the blessing in the Siddur on page 120. And I would ask Michelle to please come up and join me to light the candles. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shal Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. And please join me on page 134 as we continue our Kabbalat Shabbat service with Zamru Ladonai. Please join me. Zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor vekol zimra, b'chatzotrot vekol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, Zameru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor vekol zimra, בחצוצרות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירם הים ומלוא תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות ימך וכף יחד הרים ירננו, ירם הים ומלוא תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות ימך וכף יחד הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל וצדק, ועמים במישרים, ירם הים ומלוא תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות ימך וכף יחד הרים ירננו, יחד הרים ירננו. And together, in the presence and spirit, we welcome the Shabbat Queen, embracing the tranquility, reflection, and joy that Shabbat brings, as we turn to page 138 for Lecha Dodi. May this day of rest renew our spirits and strengthen our connection to each other and to the divine. And as is our minhag, our custom here at Congregation Sinai, we'll do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach the final verse, verse 9, at that point, I would ask you to please rise and face the door through which we enter this evening. Page 138. Please join me. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Shamor v'Zachor, Shamor v'Zachor, Bedibur echad Hishmiyanu el HaMiyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, v'shemu tiferet ve'litila, lecha dodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat, nekabela, pnei Shabbat, nekabela, likrat Shabbat. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh במחשבת תחילה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5. התעוררי כי באורך, קומי אורי, אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. Adonai, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Please rise for verse 9. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, kam besimcha uvtzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha dodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat, nekabela, pnei Shabbat, nekabela. And please remain standing as we continue on page 144 as our, as our service brings us to our Chatzi Kaddish, our half Kaddish, as we mark the transition between our Kabbalat Shabbat service, our service for the welcoming of Shabbat, and our Ma'ariv service, our service for the evening. Page 144. Yitgadal v'kadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chedoteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol b'heit Yisrael, Pagala, uvizman kari v'himeru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'alam ul'al me'al ma'aya, Yitbarach, v'ishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithalal, shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'elam min kol berachata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran mi'alma v'himeru, Amen. Page 146. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Me'olam va'ed, HaMevorach, Me'olam va'ed. And please join me as we continue reading together at the top of page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMa'ariv, Aravim, page 150. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael, Amecha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Alekein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu, ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. Please be seated and join me as we continue with the Ve'ahavta on page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu lototafot bein einecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem Emet. And please join me as we continue in the middle of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Page 158. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha ונדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקעי הים לפני משה ומרים זלי זלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פן אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. And please join me as we continue together in the middle of page 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם עוד היא לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise and join me on page 164 as we come to the heart of our service, to our Amidah. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Gula livnei bneihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol Atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umito melach, Melech memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh, v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. And join me as we continue reading together at the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. And at the top of page 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. And at the top of page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot. And we'll continue at the top of page 178 with our Shalom Rav, with our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Lechol hashalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael bechol het ubechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam, tasim leolam, tasim leolam. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel and all people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hanvarech et amo Yisrael ba shalom. And we'll continue our prayers silently. Ratzon imrei fi, Yihul ratzon imrei fi, V'egyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, ve'imru, Well, Shabbat is very much a time for joy and a time for celebration. We know that when we come together to pray, there are those among us who are in need of healing. In a few moments, we're going to sing our Mi Sheberach together on page 371. And today, our community prays for Sarah bat Bessie Vaben, Bracha bat Miriam, Rivka Fegi bat Phyllis, Sapira bat Yehudit, Sandy Bradley, Marilyn Beach, Emily Bear, Simcha Meir ben Esther Malka, Moshe ben Chaya Sarah, Joseph ben Lily Venatan, Kevin Boland, Joseph Carrasco, Katie Pels Davis, Rosalind Flegel, Leonore Friedman, Lisa Frolkus, Susie Garrison, Marian Gehrig, Bonnie Gibson, David Goldenholtz, Jennifer Houston, Michelle Jacoby, Pat Kester, Ann Copeland, Catherine Lamb, Clark Lancina, Rory Langois, Barbara List, Kathy Cruz, Deborah Lazovic, Jack Marvin, Kathy Menchero, Donald Metzke, Bill Nikud, Vicky Padway, Bob Radke, Mosey Ramirez, Bill Ross, Martha Ross, Micah Ross, Gary Siegel, Herbert Selden, Bobby Shafton, Michael Stillman, Deirdre Tischberg, Leo Weinshell, Jennifer O'Leary, Carolyn Yopp, and all the hostages who are still held in Gaza, and all the people who are suffering as the situation there both continues and unfortunately appears to expand. Please join me on page 371 for the Mi Sheberach. Mi Sheberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi Sheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. This week's Torah portion, Parashat Bo, marks a pivotal moment in the story of our people. This portion is not just a narrative of liberation from Egyptian bondage, though it certainly is that. It's also the birth of a new relationship with time and responsibility for the Israelites. In Parashat Bo, God gives Israel its first commandments to establish and observe various dates in the Jewish calendar. In today's world, where technology incessantly tugs at our attention, pulling us away from the sacred rhythm of life, these ancient texts offer us profound insights into navigating the complexities of modern existence. In ancient Egypt, the Israelites' lives were dictated by the demands of hard labor and the whims of their oppressors. This relentless and unpredictable schedule, a product of their harsh slavery, transformed time into a tool of oppression. Contrastingly, the Jewish calendar, rooted in Torah and Talmud, aims to uplift and liberate those who follow it. Guided by the lunar cycle, seasonally aligned festivals, and a weekly return to the Shabbat, the Jewish calendar offers a comfortingly natural and dependable structure that takes care to enshrine rest and rejuvenation alongside life and productivity. The observance of Shabbat represents the most profound shift from oppression to liberation. This weekly day of physical and spiritual renewal contrasts sharply with the unrelenting labor in Egypt, serving as a reminder of our freedom. Similarly, festivals like Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot are not just celebrations, but also commemorate pivotal events in Jewish history. Pesach, in particular, turns the memory of the Exodus into an annual celebration of freedom from oppression. Even the monthly observance of Rosh Chodesh, the new moon, contrasts the arbitrary nature of time in Egypt with a rhythm that resonates with the natural world. The Jewish calendar as a whole is synchronized with the natural and agricultural cycles, fostering a harmonious connection with the land and seasons. At the same time, the structured cycles of prayers and rituals throughout the year infuse daily life with spiritual significance, constantly reminding us of our traditional historical journey and relationship with God. This reimagining of time from a tool of subjugation in Egypt to a sacred framework for Jewish life was pivotal for the formation of Israelite identity and community. This explains why the very first commandments God gave the Israelites after the Exodus were about keeping the Jewish calendar. It also illustrates a central theme in Jewish thought: repurposing adversity into strength. Rather than hiding from our collective pain, Judaism encourages us to confront it, explore it, and transform it into something that adds meaning to our lives. The structure of our Jewish calendar offers us yet another benefit. It promotes mindfulness. We know what the benefits of mindfulness are and how innumerable they are. The more mindful we are as we move through our days, the more we're able to perceive the beauty and the struggles around us, experience gratitude for what we have, an inspiration to build what we need, and enjoy a sense of fulfillment and well-being. Our tradition offers profound guidance for preserving the sanctity of our time. Jewish thought emphasizes a cyclical view of time, contrasting with the linear perception so prevalent in today's world. This cyclical nature, reflected in our calendar with recurring festivals and Shabbats, reminds us of the ongoing relevance of historical events and traditions, providing yearly opportunities for growth and reflection. Tying festivals to agricultural cycles, as noted by sages like the great 13th century Catalonian rabbi and scholar Nachmanides, fosters an awareness of nature and gratitude for its bounty. This connection, particularly vital in today's urbanized world, enhances our appreciation for the environment and natural rhythms of life. Nachmanides also points out that the sanctity of time emerges when human actions are aligned with God's commandments. By observing the Jewish calendar, we transform ordinary moments into sacred opportunities and reinforce our commitment to uphold core Jewish values. Valuing mindfulness has become increasingly important as technology has intruded more and more into our daily lives, exponentially increasing our opportunities for distraction. Of course, in addition to the unique challenges technology poses, it also offers significant opportunities for enriching Jewish life and practice. The advent of online resources like Sefaria or My Jewish Learning have democratized the study of Torah and other texts, making them more accessible and deepening our engagement with our heritage. Digital platforms enable Jews worldwide to connect, particularly vital for those in remote areas or unable to attend services. This fosters a global sense of community and belonging, in line with our tradition's emphasis on communal ties. And as much as the prevalence of technology in our lives can make observing Shabbat and other sacred times more difficult, it can also assist us in observing the mitzvot and rituals, offering digital reminders and resources that help us to maintain our religious commitments amidst busy and often unmanageable schedules. As we continue to integrate technology into our Jewish lives, it's crucial that we focus on scaffolding, mindfulness, and intentionality. By reflecting on how we use technology, ensuring it aligns with our Jewish values and enhances our religious practice and community connections, we can achieve harmonious balance. Among the many tales from our tradition that offer guidance for valuing our time, the story of Rabbi Akiva stands out. His story embodies the themes of perseverance, transformation, and the timeless power of learning. Rabbi Akiva, who would become one of the greatest sages in Jewish history, began his journey in Torah study in later life. Until the age of 40, we're told he was an uneducated shepherd, unfamiliar with even the basics of Jewish learning. His path to wisdom began with a simple but profound observation. Water, soft and fluid, dripping consistently onto a hard rock, eventually carved a hole into it. This sight led Rabbi Akiva to a life-changing realization. If the gentle and persistent touch of water could wear away stone, then the words of Torah, with consistent study and dedication, could penetrate and transform his heart and mind. Emboldened by this insight, Akiva embarked on his journey of learning. Despite the challenges of starting late and being among much younger learners, his unwavering commitment and resilience bore fruit. Over time, he became a revered sage, significantly shaping Jewish law and Jewish thought. Akiva's story is a powerful reminder of the potential for growth and transformation at any stage of life. It encourages us to be patient and persistent in our learning and spiritual journeys, to make the best use of whatever time we have. In today's world, where we often seek immediate results and face numerous distractions, this tale urges us to embrace the slow, steady, transformative power of time and dedication. As we navigate the complexities of balancing tradition with contemporary life, Akiva's journey inspires us to remain committed to our growth and to the enduring wisdom of our heritage. In the coming week, let's make a conscious effort to slow down. Let's create moments of stillness in our crazy, busy lives, to reflect, to connect, to be present with ourselves and with those around us. In these moments, let's also be mindful of the needs of others, allowing them the space to find their own rhythm and balance. This practice is not just a personal endeavor, it's a communal one, where our collective pause can be a powerful act of respect and understanding. And as we respect one another's needs, we strengthen our community, weaving a tapestry of support and empathy. This is our heritage, a legacy of turning time from a force that binds to a gift that liberates and unites. As we go forth into the week, let's remember that each moment holds the potential for sanctity and transformation, just as our ancestors found in their journey from bondage to freedom. Let's cherish and make the most of these moments, for in them lies the essence of our lives and also the heart of our Jewish tradition. In a few moments, we're going to begin to bring our service to a close. First, first with the Aleinu, which you'll find on page 586, after which we will recite the Mourner's Kaddish, take a little time for some announcements, and then bring our service to a close with our Kiddush. For now, I would ask you to please rise and join me with the Aleinu on page 586. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו In a few moments, we're going to recite our Kaddish Yatom, our mourners Kaddish together, which you'll find on page 598. And this week, our community remembers Dick Kuhn, who died within the past 30 days, and also the following, who've died within the past year: Bill Fox, Marcia Reese, Maxine Cohen, Dr. Joseph Bear Marcus, Ron Sinclair, Margot Hirsch, Jim Stillman, James P. Karolevich, John D. Lubotsky, Kermit Bott, Ruth Lowenstein, Foster Padway, Geraldine Schmidman, Jack Zivell, Jacqueline Wagner, Doris Gendelman, Harriet Hackman, Marianne Greenebaum, Robert Sanderson, Shirley Slomowitz, Ronald Abel, Leonard Lowasser, Dick Strauss, James Ansfield, Natalie Winowich, Carol Ann Willems, Thomas Yanni, Victor Rabb, Dr. Hermes J. Hoffman, Nicholas Winowich, and Leanne Borkowitz. And we also mark the Yahrzeit, the anniversary of death, of Betsy Bell, Mildred Belzer, Morty Blatstein, Alice Copeland, Marjorie Elkin, Alan Ettinger, Rose Geller, Edward Gelman, Elaine Holman, Robert Donald Jolton, Rosemary Keeley, Bruce Klein, Saul Evan, Jeffrey Kimball Marcus, Bernard Muller, Jean Polachek, Albert Razorper, Roger Ressick, Vita Sevek, Ralph Sherman, Lucille Chauvers, Thompson John, Claire Stein, Ruth Thomas, Merle Werner, and Nanette Winter. And if there is anybody else you're remembering this evening, or anybody whose name I unintentionally mispronounced, I would invite you to share their names with us now. And we'll continue with a mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach eluteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imeru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam olamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yithalal, shemei dekudasha barichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu va'al kol Yisrael, v'yimaru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all people, to which we say, amen. Please be seated.
Print's bigger on this one. Use the large print version. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Tonight's Oneg and Bima flowers are sponsored by Michaela Levine in memory of Tom St. John. We're grateful for the contributions made this week to our Sinai community in memory of Elaine Holman, Jeffrey Kimball Marcus, Robert Donald Jolton, and Tom St. John. Please join us for the following upcoming programs. The World of Jewish Music with Cantor Richard Newman will take place on Tuesdays, now through February 6th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. Register through the link in the weekly newsletter or bi-weekly newsletter. Itsy Bitsy Sinai for ages birth through 4, this Sunday, January 21st, 10:15 a.m. in Sinai in the Itsy Bitsy room. Social Justice at Sinai. Social Justice meeting Monday, January 22nd, 6 p.m. at Sinai. Please reach out to Jean Perlis Strauss with your questions. Shabbat of Song, Renaissance style, next Friday, January 26th at 6 p.m. service, in person or live stream, and 7:15 p.m. congregational dinner. Please RSVP by this Monday, January 22nd. Shabbat Vayinafash, Saturday, January 27th, 10:30 a.m. at Sinai. Sinai Israel Connection presents Liran Garasi, Sunday, January 28th at 10 a.m. here at Sinai. The Women of Sinai Book Club, Thursday, February 1st, 7 p.m. at Sinai, to discuss The Light of Days, the untold story of women resistance fighters in Hitler's Ghettos by Judy Battalion. Please contact Robin Eisman or Michelle Lewis to sign up. Sages, clergy coffee this Friday, Friday, February 2nd, which is 2 weeks from today, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at St. John's on the Lake. And please refer to the Tuesday and Friday Sinai e-News for the latest Sinai programming information. Thanks, everybody.
I would just add one more plug for the service next Friday. We are fortunate to be collaborating once again with Jody Hirsch, as we did some years ago, and a wonderful group of early musicians who will be joining us for what I hope will be a special and a little bit different of a Friday evening worship experience. For now, I would ask you to please rise and join me on page 123 for our Shabbat Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom techila l'mikrai kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim. Ve'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uv'ratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Cool. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for braving the weather and joining us for our services this evening. And I look forward to seeing you in the Oneg.